The penultimate episode for Grey's Anatomy Season 15 just aired. Drawn to Blood was one of the best episodes that Grey's Anatomy Season 15 has had. There's been some really great episodes in Season 15 and some really bad episodes in Season 15, unfortunately. But I'm so excited to announce not only did we get a fantastic penultimate episode for Season 15, and my guess is a really, really strong finale for Season 15, we are getting a Season 16 and a Season 17, which I think is fantastic. There's so much more to watch with Grey's Anatomy. The show surpassed ER this year as the longest running medical drama in television history. ER was 15 seasons, so Grey's and ER were tied for that, but now having a 16 season, Grey's has surpassed ER as well. I cannot believe that we are getting a season 16 and 17. It's just fantastic news. That means for me, for content, I get to do more trailer reviews and more episode reviews. I'm so excited to make more Grey's content on the channel, and I am so excited to see what the writers of Grey's have in store for us going forward. My only caution for having 2 more seasons of the show is I do feel that plots are very much being recycled, and it's very, very noticeable. I had noticed in my episode review of 24 where it looks like Teddy's going to give birth in a storm that happened with April, that happened with Meredith herself. So it seems that storylines are getting recycled, and I don't think it's a big deal if the storylines are recycled with a big gap, but I think that April to Teddy is just a little too close. Just because I think that people are more hyper vigilant of it than they were back when maybe Meredith gave birth in the storm to when April gave birth in the storm. I just feel that just technology and the way that people consume content has changed drastically. But I don't think the showrunners and the writers will be doing a lot of recycled material. Obviously, it just makes sense from the way medical dramas are written that stuff will possibly be recycled, but I think there'll be a lot of new material to watch, and I'm so excited to see it. I wish this was kind of announced right after the finale happened for the show, because we could quickly talk about what we hope to expect in season 16. But overall, I'm really excited to have a season 16 and 17. So that means so much more content, so much more to watch, and it's going to be a fantastic ride. Now, in addition to Grey's Anatomy getting renewed for a season 16 and 17, Station 19 got renewed for a season 3, and How to Get Away with Murder got renewed for a season 6. I am not a fan of Station 19. The writers and ABC promotion has really tried to make Grey's fans love Station 19. I think for a majority of it worked, but I think Station 19 is just very boring, unfortunately. How to Get Away with Murder I really liked, but I thought Scandal was a much better show. And I liked How to Get Away with Murder until about season 4, and then I regrettably fell off of that as well. But for fans who are still actively watching Station 19 How to Get Away with Murder, you're getting more seasons of your show as well, which is also really good news. Now, in addition to getting Grey's Anatomy seasons 16 and 17, we got new casting announcements, or a casting change, I should say, for season 16. Season 17, the cast is not yet announced because the show is just too far away. The only one who is officially cast is Ellen Pompeo per her contract. But we have Germann, Chris Carmack, and Jake Borelli have all been promoted from guest stars to main characters throughout season 16. Again, not sure what their status will be for 17, and we're going to talk about other actors for season 16 and 17 as well. But I'm excited that Chris Carmack is coming to be in season 16 full time. Same with Germann. Germann has a fantastic chemistry with every character on the show. He's born to play Tom Krasik. This is his role. He was on Once Upon a Time as Hades. He wasn't that good as Hades. I just don't think that the way he portrayed the character matched with the writing style, but I think he's a fantastic actor. Chris Carmack, I've grown to like his character. I still don't think he's the best actor on the show, but I like Link with Amelia, and Amelia is one of the few actors or characters for season 16 that is confirmed to come back right away, which is awesome. So there's more storylines, and also after Callie left in season 12, or after season 12 ended, there was no ortho storylines for season 13 and season 14, so I think it's good to throw in some ortho storylines every so often. The only one who I'm not super excited about for having a promotion is Jake Borelli. I think it's fantastic for the actor. He went from a recurring to a guest star to a main star on a network television show, a Disney network television show, and Disney likes to keep talent in-house most of the time. So there's work for him definitely in the future. I just don't think he's that strong of an actor, but that also could be due to the storyline that he's given. I think the LGBT storyline that he was given is just kind of I kind of would have preferred for him to be the lovable nerd, kind of like a Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. Also, he was given one of the worst romantic love interest with Alex Landy, because I just think he just can't act, and I feel really bad I don't feel bad for anyone personally watching the storyline, but I just think that Alex Laney and him have no chemistry, and I think that Nico Kim is one of the worst doctors Grey's Anatomy has ever introduced. But again, very excited that we have Chris Carmack and Germann coming back full time. Jake Borelli, pretty much indifferent on, but overall, I think it's an interesting casting change. Now, what I want to quickly talk about is I don't understand why they would promote Germann, who has been acting for years. I mean, his salary probably is to be super high at this point. I don't understand why Germann and Chris Carmack could get promoted when they decided to cut the characters of April Kepner and Arizona Robbins and even Sada Ramirez. Now, Sada Ramirez had mentioned she'd be more than willing to come back for Grey's Anatomy, so that's possible since the show is now in season 16 and 17. It's very possible to see her in the future. But I do feel that without, Arizona, that Alex's Pete storylines feel a little moot or muted, which is unfortunate. And I've always just liked April Kepner quite a bit. So I don't get why would you cut, these three. Granted, they weren't cut all at the same time, but two were. Three characters that were really, I think, made a really big impact on certain viewers. More and Arizona and Callie were the big LGBT storyline for a long, long time. I think a better Rin storyline than Nico Kim and Glasses for sure. So I don't understand why would you cut these three and then bring these three actors on. The only one, I mean, if you had to let me pick and choose, which for three, I would say give me Callie, give me April, and give me April, give me Arizona, and give me Karasik. As much as I love Callie, I think she could be a recurring role because I really do feel that her storyline ended perfectly, but I felt there's so much more you could do with Arizona and April. Now, other actors who are definitely confirmed for the show are Alex, Bailey, Weber, and Amelia. And I'm happy that we have, Meredith, obviously, which I mentioned earlier, is coming back as well. But, Meredith, Alex, Miranda, and Richard are the only 4 core characters on the show left, and Amelia has been on the show, I believe, since season 7, and a guest starring in full capacity as a main character in season 11. But so those 5 are the only ones that are officially confirmed. Kelly McKeary, Jesse Williams, Kevin McKidd, Kim Raver, Giacomo Ginatuni, and Camilla Luddington are still up in the air for whether or not their contracts will be renewed. I imagine that as time goes on, it will be announced that they're coming back. It doesn't make sense for Joe to break up with Alex or to have Joe be written off. I could see if DeLuca goes to jail in the season finale, season 15, why he would be gone. I could even understand why Kevin McKidd and Kim Raver could be gone because of essentially Teddy has the baby. She breaks up with Karasik, and Owen and Teddy decide to go off and live a happily ever after. Kelly McKeary and Jesse Williams make no sense, particularly how Debbie Allen is still a guest star as Jackson's mother, and Kelly McKeary plays Maggie, who is Meredith's sister, and they've hyped up the sister angle for a long time with Meredith, Amelia, and Maggie. So I imagine that Kelly McKeary and Camilla Luddington will definitely be back, along with Jesse Williams. Kevin McKidd and Kim Raver, unfortunately, I think could be up in the air, and Giacomo, I think, could be up in the air as well. But overall, we have a lot to look forward to for season 16. Definitely more news to come soon, particularly with the casting of Kelly McKeary, Jesse Williams, Kevin McKidd, Kim Raver, Giacomo, and Camilla Luddington. I imagine most of them are coming back. Season 15 had the shortest main character list. There's only 11 when they normally have about 14 or 13. So overall, really happy that we're getting 15 and 16. I think the end of 15 will be excellent, and I'm looking forward to discussing Grey's Anatomy with you guys for a long time. All right, so thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What you think, what could happen in episode 25 of season 15. Are you excited to have 2 more seasons of the show? And what do you think about the new casting changes? So share your thoughts, as I said. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.